Good morning, friend. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Y'all get this, friends, because this will really make a great affirmation for you. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. And friend, I'll also say this. Hey, friend. Come on, baby, make the turn. Don't let it make you dang. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Hey, friend. Y'all, we couldn't fellowship in the way that I like to fellowship with y'all.
Hey, friend. Okay, so I don't know about y'all. This is probably not weird for you, but it is so weird for me, friend, because slow down, Sky. Okay. I have recorded every other episode of this podcast in my bonnet, in my drawers, and my workout clothes upstairs, okay? But I'm trying to do better, friend. I'm trying to take my own advice. Actually, literally the advice that I have for this podcast today. So this episode, because you clicked on it, is entitled Progress Reports. You're probably like, okay, what in the hell is she talking about, progress report? But friend, so each week, I give myself a progress report. I don't always write this down. Sometimes it's just like me driving in the car, talking through a progress report on where I am in my goals, in my life, and what God has for me, right? So that's what I'm going to share with y'all. I'm going to share also my grade for last week and my goal for this week. So the next week, y'all can hold me accountable. This is weird too, because I'm like, should I look in the camera? Should I look at myself? It's a mirror back there. Should I look? I don't know. Okay. But we going to get through this. All right. Probably should just keep my hands here. All right. Okay, so yeah, I have 3 categories, right? And I'll tell you how they came about. So my 3 categories are glow, grow, and God. Glow, grow, and God. So anytime I'm grading myself, anytime I'm setting a new goal, it is in one of those categories. And the way that kind of came about is like 2.5 years ago, friend. Less than that. So anyways, a little under 2 years ago, was going through this little breakup, whatever it was, child, and it was like that breakup that like levels you up. You know what I'm talking about? The one that like just my hands kind of ashy, just kind of calls you to be somebody different, or just a more elevated version of yourself. And so I was like, well, how can I do this? So, fun fact, I played pretend a lot as a kid, and sometimes like coming up with things or like making them a little bit delusional helps me. So I called it Camp Level Up. I know that probably sounds so lame, but that's what I did. Camp Level Up, because Sierra's Level Up had just come out, right? So every day I was like, okay, I need to do something for my glow, something for my grow, something for God, because that's what's going to level me up in all 3 of those categories, right? So my glow category is all about obviously beauty, but it's not just like external beauty. It's like, what am I doing to foster that beauty? Am I eating healthy? Am I exercising? Am I learning new things? Am I trying any new sports? Like my first glow goal, y'all, was learning to roller skate. Now I did do that, right? So I've also set glow goals before, like a little bit of like weight loss, or right now my glow goal, or last week my glow goal was to eat more fruits and vegetables. My skin had been breaking out, friend, and I mean, I didn't want my skin to be all, bumpy. So I did pretty good last week. Saturday was rough. Saturday I had nachos. I had rosé. I had Chardonnay. Saturday was rough, okay? The waist beads was tight. Real tight, actually. But God is good. and we are coming up out of that thing right now. Even still right now. But yeah, friends. So I can always stand and do a little bit better. My glow goal for this week is to exercise every day. Yesterday I exercised. I killed it, actually. Today I have not yet, but you can't see them, but my spin shoes are right on the other side of this camera, and I am going to go work out right after this. It's Tuesday. The week is still young. It ain't no reason for me not to be reaching my goals, okay? So glow goal right now is on track. My grow goal. So grow is all about my business, wealth, love life, like those goals, right? So like obviously I have a desire to grow my real estate business. So I need to be making sure that I am reaching out to new people, but also helping the people that I already have helped. I need to be making sure that I'm out, making sure that I'm going into the office, not just, down here, but I need to be going into the office. Now, one thing a couple weeks ago, I'm actually very proud of myself. My grow goal a few weeks ago was to really, really get intentional about my workspace at home. I've always either recorded the podcast upstairs. Well, I've always recorded it upstairs, but I've worked in the kitchen. I've worked in my living room. I've worked down here. Sometimes I've worked in my bedroom. And I'm like, no, you need to get intentional, because if you want to grow your business, then you need to have a space for that business that looks like it's your business. So I'm very pleased to say I'm sitting right here in my office right now. Got it painted, friend, mounted up some picture child, put a shelf together, okay? I feel like I got hella loud. I'm sorry. People that's listening, sorry, because I did. I just got it all in the mic when I said this. I'm sorry. But yeah, put a shelf together, friend. Just like, okay, you need to get intentional. So my grow goal for that week, but last week, I had some clients doing some traveling. I got a little bit lazy. It happens. It happens. But that's why we set a goal, and that's why we give ourselves a progress report. Because guess what? Guess what a progress report is? Not final. So yeah, I might have gotten an A in my grow goal last week, but that don't mean that I don't have to put in the work this week. Because last week's goal is not this week's goal, right? So I could very well, and I've had weeks where I've gotten an A in one thing one week, and then next week be like D-. I ain't lying, okay? I'm just being honest. So my grow goal is my business, but it's not just real estate business. It's also this, like, how does my content look? Have I been intentional about not just putting out what I think is funny, but putting out what I think can actually serve people, whether that is something that is funny, that's bringing them joy, or something that's helpful to them. Like I need to be intentional about that too. So my grow goal kind of fluctuates. Last week's grow goal was to work more on my content. I did a good job with that, I feel. I honestly, pat on the back. I did a really great job as far as my planning last week. But my real estate business, like I said, I had some clients traveling, and that only helped my laziness. It only fueled it. It didn't cause it, but it did help it get worse. So last week, I think I probably got like a C+ in business if I kind of average those two together. But this week's goal, like I said, is not last week. So right now I am in my head like, okay, so when you leave the gym, you need to stop by the office today and work in the office. Not in this office, but in my actual real estate office for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours today, just to get back like acclimated to balancing that, because that is my goal this week. My grow goal is to balance. I don't want to have a week where my content is fire and then my real estate business is down here. Like, I need to be working on balancing. So next week I will definitely check in with y'all on that goal, because I got to do a better job with that. Finally, I always set a God goal, and that changes because I don't really set it. I shouldn't say I set it. But I don't set a God goal, but I always reflect back. So like last week, my prayer life was really strong, as far as like not just praying for myself, praying for others, really reaching out to my friends, like, how can I be praying with you? And so I would say I did great on that. I did not do well with my studying. And that's something that I, this week, am being more intentional on. It's like, you need to get up and study in your word every single day, because that's where my ideas come from. That's where this podcast idea came from, is me studying my word yesterday. So everything is kind of rooted in the God goal, right? Now, the beautiful thing about this goal system that I have is that, like I said, it's a progress report, so it changes every week, and it's never final. But the beautiful thing is that they all kind of go together. So my God question I always ask myself at the end of the week is, the people who didn't know me, the people that somebody at the gas station or in the grocery store, did they walk away thinking that I knew God, I was a believer? Or did they walk away thinking, I need to pray for her, right? That's what helps me to say, like, am I serving others? Am I adding value? Right? Am I walking around and being a great billboard for Christ, or am I turning people off from him? But everything is rooted in that, right? My business goals are rooted in my glow goals. If I'm going to the gym every day and I'm on the spin bike and I'm having conversations with people, at some point, something's going to come up that's going to help my real estate business, because somebody's going to know somebody that need to buy a house. Right? So all of these things kind of go together, but they're all rooted in the God goal, which is, if I spend time with God, then my spirit is right. If my spirit is right, then I long to keep my body right. So there's my glow goal. And if my body is right, then of course I'm going to want to dress it. I'm going to want to go out of town. I'm going to want to go outside. So guess what? I got to fuel my business, right? Everything is all rooted in that. And if I'm serving people, if I am doing the thing that God is calling me to do that day or that week, or even in that moment, even if it's just just a little conversation or, hey, how you doing? If I'm serving others, everything else is great. Everything else will be great because God is at the root, right? I hope that makes sense, friend. But yeah, so you glow, you grow, you God. I'm going to let you borrow that, friend, because it has helped me so much in the last 2 years. So much in the last 2 years. Because even in those moments, you know, when you need to just reset, where you just don't feel like, and I have those moments. I don't want you to ever think I don't, because I have them often, okay? Where you wake up and you just like, I don't feel like doing nothing. I just want to lay here. I just want to go back to sleep. I don't know what I'm doing. I struggle sometimes with imposter syndrome, where it's like, who are you? Why you think that you can do it? Like, you know, and I have to reset. And anytime I reset, it's so helpful to just be able to say, okay, this is how you reset. You're going to set one glow goal. Let's get up and walk every day. You're going to set a grow goal. Let's have more conversations. Let's study. Let's learn something new. A few weeks ago, I learned, I took a filmography class online because I'm trying to elevate my content. I'm like, okay, how can I do this? I should take a filmography class. You know, like that's helping me grow my business. It's helping me grow my mind. And then my God goal of like, okay, I need, not my God goal, but my God center, my God root. Like, is that okay? Have I been in my word? Have I been praying? Have I been studying? Because everything else, once I do that, like I said, everything else is fueled from that. And that's how you reset too, friends. So you glow, you grow, you God. I'm going to let you borrow that, friend. We're going to pray real quick and then we're going to be about here. Hey, God. Thank you so much, Lord. Thank you for this day. Lord, thank you for hearts and minds, Lord, that want to know you. God, I ask that you would wrap your arms around every single person listening to this podcast and everybody watching. God, I ask that you would help us to continue to seek you, Lord, to seek you first and to know that everything else, God, is going to be good once we do that. Lord, I thank you for what you're about to do in this day, in this week, God, and in the rest of this year. In Jesus' name, amen. Friend, thank you so much for watching. Please share this. I'm excited. One thing I'm less nervous and more excited about is that you can comment under this and we can really have some dialogue about what's next. What do we want to talk about next and what you think about this, because I really think that Glow, Grow, and God will bless you, especially if you are kind of new in your faith or even in your self-awareness, self-reflection journey, friend. I love y'all so much and I'm so excited to keep connecting with you and to connect with even more of you through this video. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, at Reaching for Sky.